Hi everybody, just want to show you the modifications I did on my bus. Last time I put one motorbike carburetor, but now that I put two, the performance is much better. This time I put one carburetor. The hole for this carburetor is it's a 28 millimeter 150cc carburetor. So I was getting torque, but sometimes I was getting that knock sound due to insufficient fuel air mixture. So after doing a bit of research on YouTube and on the internet, I saw that putting two carburetors will give it the performance it needs, because it needs that air to breathe and it needs that volume. So this 228 by 2, I'm getting at least 56 millimeter diameter. So these are the two carburetors I put. Each of them have an air filter. Yeah, and then to juice it up more, on this manifold I created, which holds these two carburetors, I put you know that diesel injector pipe, this pipe I'm holding here, which has got a small hole. So I welded one in the middle, then I got a solenoid, this solenoid I'm holding here. So this is the fuel pump. The fuel pump, remember this VW return gadgets where it feeds in, this goes to the original carburetor, and then this is the return. So how I did the system is, this fuel system sends it here, then I put a fuel filter just to try and help reduce the pressure. And you've seen this because these carburetors for motorbikes, they use gravity, they're very sensitive to pressure. So I had to adjust the pressure by putting this green is a screw. So I'm able to bring down the pressure to that of what a motorbike uses, because it uses gravity. It doesn't use a pump. So this pump pushes a lot of pressure. So I regulated it using this knob here, this green knob. So it pours into this fuel filter, and then I created a separator here. This is a separator. So once this filter is full and has the fuel that is required according to the pressure which is required by these motorbike carburetors, the return is quite big here. It pushes back the return here. I removed the main pump because I've been doing experiments just to see the fuel efficiency, the power, and all those things. So what happens is, this solenoid, it's hooked in front here. If you go, there's a cable. This cable goes right in front of the VW bus. So on this knob, that solenoid I was showing you, I use it as an overdrive system. So the moment I press this button, if I want to cut, I really want to press this machine, the moment I press this button, that solenoid opens up, and then due to the pressure, the suction pressure, it pulls in some of the fuel from the return. It really gives it a lot of power. I'll switch on the engine just now just to show you what really happens. You've seen that hole, eh? So it sucks in from the return. Yeah, just that little bit of fuel, it pulls it and pushes into this machine, opens up like no man's business. So I'm going to crank it up just for you, and then raise it, and then just show you what really happens, huh? How powerful these carburetors are if you know how to play around with them. Okay, let me just go and crank up the engine. So it's one kick. So you can see the carburetors are there. So all the cables come here, they meet up to this joint. So the moment I pull here, After this. So that was just from the carburetors. I only use the overdrive system when I'm moving at high speed, because if I switch it on right now, it creates a bit of flooding. Yeah. So I use it really when I really need that fuel. If I want to open it to maybe 180, yeah, then I press that button. But this thing is very, very powerful. So I'm going to close it up. So you can see the power. There's just a bit of sticking because the springs are not used to that power that this 1.8 Golf 1 engine that I put inside. So I need to put more springs inside to help push those valves that are opening. Yeah, because the springs are a bit weak. So that suction, the power of the suction, it normally pushes them up. Yeah. So this is the experiment I've been doing, and it's a success. The fuel consumption is quite good. If you want to move on economy, it's quite good. You can get the fuel consumption of a Corolla. Yeah, but if you really want to open it up, you're doing high speeds, you want that power, yeah, it normally does the maximum power, 1 liter, 10 kilometers. Yeah, that's at full throttle. Okay, thank you.